Great. So this is a poetry analysis of a poem called Author to Her Book. Okay, the poem is called Author to Her Book. First of all, the writer started with a what do we call it? With a title, okay? And the title is directly related to the themes that are discussed here. We're going to see now. Author to Her Book is a poem by Anne Bradstreet. So first of all, you have to tell me the title of the poem and the name of the poet, okay? That can relate to many authors who write either poetry or technical manuals. This poem is about her book, 10th Muse. So this poet has written a poem about what? About her book. Okay? Fine?
Yes.
Okay. Now she starts by telling us more about the background information. Okay? Fine, girls? Okay. She told us here a background information about the poem itself. She completed by just telling us the main what is the main theme of the poem. So in the poem she speaks as if her book. This is just a summary. You can include it and you can just skip it. It's okay.
So Ms. Nadia.
Yes, honey.
So the poem that she's talking about is about a poem that she wrote?
Exactly. No, it's a poem about a book she has written and that was published already.
Wait.
Okay? So, for example, in the poem she says she speaks as if the book is her child. So, she describes the book she has published as her child. A child taken from its safe and exposed to the world before it was ready. So she tells us that when she was writing when the book was published, it was not ready yet. You get it? So she's just giving us her own opinion about her book with reference to a poem. You get it?
Okay.
Okay? Yes. And then she completes and describes and whatever. So, again, first of all, you start by giving me the title of the book, the title, sorry, of the poem, but then the name of the poet, but then background information about the poet, but then background information about the poem, but then thesis statement in which you tell me what you are going to write. Here you don't have a thesis statement. She thinks that anyone reading the book, whatever, she completes what she was talking about here. She does not put a thesis statement, which means that there is a fault here, there is a mistake here. You get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is how you select what you're going to write. The poem is written in iambic pentameter, so she starts by telling us the meter that the poem was written in. Should we, miss, write it? It's according to you. It's according to the poem that you select. Fine?
Okay.
Okay. The poem is written in iambic pentameter through which she is depicting the whatever. Okay. When you write something, whatever it is, you have to give me evidence. يعني مثلا, the poem is written in iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter has an unstressed, stressed syllabic pattern. So she starts here by describing or giving me more information about the main idea. She completes by telling me some examples, who, after birth, whatever. See? This is a good example of iambic pentameter. So she gave me the first main idea and then she starts giving me the secondary ideas, the details, the supporting details. تمام?
Okay.
Okay. طيب, let's say مثلا يا miss I don't want to write about iambic pentameter. I want to write about the literary devices that are used in the poem. Okay. مثلا بكتب أنا هون. The poem هيك ببلش. The poet uses many let's say literary devices like metaphors, simile, and personification in his poem. Point. هيدي المين idea. In fact بلش. A metaphor مش in fact. A metaphor is when you compare two things directly without the use of as or like. The poet used this literary device in his poem when he said, ومنفتح quotations and we write what he has said. Okay? مثلا هو قال she is the lioness. Okay? And then you explain the metaphor, meaning the poet said she is a lioness, in which he compared the girl into a lioness. Point. In addition, he has used two similes. A simile is a direct comparison between two things using as or like. The poet said, she is like a sunflower. In this line, he compared her to a sunflower using the word like. In the end, or at last, he has used a personification when he said the clouds were crying, in which he gave the clouds the characteristic of crying. You get it?
Yes, miss.
Yes. So هيدا كله إذا أنا بدي أكتب figures of speech كلها بدها تكون هون as one paragraph. You get it?
Yes.
Okay. Here she completes. First of all, she wrote about the style, and now she's writing about a metaphor that is used inside the poem. The metaphor of the child shows that she feels connected emotionally and responsible for the poetry. Here she uses one metaphor. أكيد هيدا المetaphor is a big one. It's not just بتتذكروا مثل الميتافيزيكال conceits. This is just like it. It's something big. مثلا أنا إذا بدي أكتب عن one metaphor in a whole paragraph, it should be something important. مثلا مثل الكومباس. تتذكروها تاع على a valediction.
Yes.
So because the metaphor of the compass is a big one and it has too many details, I can include it all in one paragraph. Again, she gives me, see the quotations? She gives me the exact lines. Okay? Okay. And she gives me at last an explanation of the metaphor she's talking about. It is a direct reference to the theme of motherhood, and she completes. Fine?
So, miss, the figure of speech لازم كلها in one paragraph.
ما إذا الفيجرز اوف سبيتش كبار فيك تكتبيها للميتافور بباراجراف وحدة. Okay. هون she selected to write. The first one is the style, the second is the metaphor, and the third is the personification of the book. Okay. بس ليش؟ لأنه كل figure of speech من هيدول كبيرة. It's not just like a figure of speech that is written in one line. It is a figure of speech that extends from the beginning of the poem until the end. Fine?
إذا كانوا حيل صغار عادي نحطهم كلهم in one paragraph.
إيه إذا كانوا صغار وإذا كانوا 2 to 3 only put them in one paragraph. No need. Okay. But then she completes. Okay, she gives us here a brief conclusion, and she also adds that there are some terminologies used. Terminologies يعني terms, يعني words that are used. Okay, so she just notes them. Okay. فأنتوا بالconclusion you have to just restate everything, the main ideas and so on. تتذكروا works cited? This is what I meant. Works cited, she has this title, and then she has the name and مثلا the date it was published in, and so on. تمام؟ هلا أنتوا I think that you're only going to have websites, so just copy paste the websites.
Okay.
Fine.
Miss Nada, عندي سؤال.
Yes dear, tell me.
Miss conclusion مو وايد عرفتها.
Conclusion, you just restate the things that you have said.
Okay.
Okay, ما في شيء يعني بدك
Miss?
تكتبيه. نعم.
We only need to write two paragraphs.
Yes, I don't need more. I wanted a short essay because this time you're going to do it individually, يعني one by one. Or if you like, you can do it as a group. يعني you select.
Miss, can we do it as pairs?
Pairs, okay.
Okay, Miss, when is the submission?
The submission is going to be نحن عنا we have a session on Sunday, so let's have it on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, it will suffice, صح? Today is Thursday عندكم 2 days, 3 days.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, تمام. Any questions?
No, Miss, thank you.
Great, thank you girls.
No,
If you
Miss,
need anything,
thank
tell me,
you,
huh?
Miss.
I'm going to post the video.